Hey guys, today I'm working on a 2008 BMW X5, and this one has a oil filter housing leak and valve cover leak. So I'm gonna show you guys the easiest way to remove the oil housing so you can replace the seal underneath it. So first you wanna remove this 2 bolts here from this bracket and 2 bolts on this side. It should be 13 millimeters. Then you have 1, 2, and the turbo is down here. You can actually see it right now until I remove this bracket. It's down there. So it's held by 3 bolts, but the hardest one to access to is this one right here. So all you're gonna need is an 8 millimeter swivel extension, swivel socket with a long extension, and you can just access it from this side right here and get to it. So that way you don't have to remove the whole intake manifold to access that bolt. So I'm gonna show you guys, when I have this out, I'm gonna show you guys how to access the bottom bolt and how to remove the whole thing. So now that I have removed the bolts from both sides, you can just move this out of my way. Oh, it's got some clips here from Diaz. Got some clips here from the cables for the latch, the hood latch. Just remove that out of the way.
No pensé que lo había traído. Déjame ver.
Now that you got this out, you can actually see the last bolt down here. It's covered in a lot of oil. And that one you can just use an 8 millimeter ratcheting wrench and it will come out easily. So let me show you guys how to remove the 3 bolts. So that one right here with the swivel, long extension. That one is out. And you got one more right here. There should be an E10, but since it's easier to access those ones with the swivel 8, you can just use a regular 8 millimeter on it and it works fine. It won't damage the bolts or anything. Wrong thing. That's 1 out, 2 out, and then the last one down here. You can just use an 8 millimeter ratchet. I'll be back. So now that you have located your last bolt down here, don't just remove the coolant housing cap first. Then you want to unplug this hose right here and this hose right here to get all the coolant out of the system. You want to have something underneath like that so you can catch the coolant. And once you've done those, once you remove those 2, then you can remove the last bolt and the whole housing. And you just gotta remove this connector for the temperature here too, oil temperature sensor, and the whole housing will come out for you. So let me unplug those 2 hoses and this job is easier if you do it when the car it's cooled down, when it has cooled down overnight, so you don't have all the pressure build up from the cooling system. But it's fine to do it either way. It's not like a super complicated job. And you got one more hose right here. This one you just gotta pull the clip out, and then the whole hose will come out. So you can just put a screwdriver on the clip, pull it out, and then you just wanna wiggle it, or put a screwdriver behind here. If it doesn't come out, just put some some type of lube, like PB Blaster or some type of, so the rubber seal releases. This one doesn't want to come out, so I'm gonna have to spray it and let the fluid get in there and lube the seal. Alright, I put some WD-40 in there. Let's just keep trying until it comes out. And if it doesn't come out, you'll be fine if you just remove the whole housing with, and you just bring it up here. So let's do that. Alright, now bolt's loose. Me a hard time. Not really, but it's kind of hard to record and do the job at the same time. I'm just trying to show you guys like one of the easiest ways to remove the housing. Put the phone down for a bit while I get. So unfortunately on this car I wasn't able to remove that hose. I wanted to clean the whole housing outside, make it look clean and nice, you know, but I wasn't able to remove it on this car. But just make sure you clean this area right here, and then when you install the new seals, you got the old seal here, but when you install your new seal in, put some grease or something on it so it'll last a little longer, so it doesn't get dry up. I'm gonna be washing this engine once I'm done putting everything back together and stuff, and I also gotta do bulk covers, so I'm gonna be washing the whole engine bay. But just make sure when you do the job, after you're done, make sure you like throw some water in there or something. Make sure you don't damage the engine or anything though, and just make it look like nothing happened down there, you know. Just clean everything up and make it look nice. Alright, hope you guys like this video. Please like and share if you do, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Now that I got the new seal installed right here, what I always do is that I grab some grease and just put it all around it, so that way the seal will last a little longer without drying out. Because that's what happened with these seals, is that they dried out and they get so like dry that they start cracking. So just put some grease in it Now you want to grab your bolts. Now grab the bolts and start installing them. Bottom one is probably the hardest one too. Now that you got everything aligned, just put all the bolts back in there. Do the top one first. Then you want to put that one in there. And then the bottom one, right here, you want to do that one last. When the other two holes are already aligned, so it's easier for you. So you put all the bolts back together, put the cooling hose back in where it goes. Make sure everything is okay, and then that's all you gotta do to replace that. If you want to replace your filter, it's a good idea to do it at this moment too. Alright, and that's all you gotta do. I hope you liked this video, and thanks for watching.